Try to counter Gatti shot for shot. He waits for Arturo to stop punching and then tries to land his own. And
try to wait till Arturo.
Larry Merchant said you do.
He is right now.
Gatti with. He's been Micky's trainer for the last several years, ever since his release from prison after a stint on drug charges. Part of the subtext of Micky Ward's career is that he gave his older brother something to live for, something to use as a beacon to help him beat the Gatti.
Because at a certain distance, Micky's legs till he gets him right into the ropes. Arturo is much more fluid with his footwork and his punches, so he can get in and out a lot faster. And this is where Ward should try to keep the fight.
Good left. Frustration. And Gatti, solid 1-2. Then ducking and slipping. Ward. And you wonder when he'll dispense with the boxing strategy.
Well, if the fight continues to go as it is, Gatti's in a 10-round fight. Ward is going to have to start punching more.
Ward landed a little counter right hand, but it's mostly Gatti. Hard right hand to the body by Gatti. Ward with a little pop upstairs.
And every time that Gatti throws a punch, Ward should come back right away instead of waiting until he finishes a series of punches. He should come right back immediately.
Like that. Yeah. Oh, big 1-2 by Arturo, but a little extra power behind the right hand. It's much better care of himself between fights now than was the case earlier in his career. As a result of that, man,
he looks like a new young fighter, like someone who's about 20 years old. You would not believe that he's been in those great wars that he's been in.
He says he's learned his party habits and his nightlife between fights and helped to result in cutting and facial damage. Arturo's beating him up.
No, he's beating him in every way. Power punches, boxing, ring generalship, seems to have more spirit.
The early rounds, but he's not getting to Gatti enough, particularly to the body, to slow him down.
And right now he appears further away from being truly in the fight than at any. He moves beautifully, gets up double, triple shots, gets the hell out of there before Micky Ward can counter. Nice job by Earl Morton. This is a terrific referee. Yep, but Arturo Gatti took a shot and is now in trouble and getting pummeled by Micky Ward.
It was a body punch. A body punch started this.
One punch changed the fight. It was a Micky Ward left hook to the body. We told you he could do it. And we're wondering if Arturo may have hurt his right hand again. He grimaced in pain and hasn't thrown the right hand since. Left, 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 left.
The way he's working in left hand, he won't have to throw a right hand.
Appears almost certain at this point that Arturo Gatti feels as though he's broken his right hand. And Micky Ward is taking advantage to pound it. There's a right hand by Gatti, and he grimaces in pain. No question, Arturo Gatti has hurt his right hand.
And this is the wrong fight to have anything hurt.
Ward's back in it now. Back in it in a big way. Five straight left hooks by Micky Ward. Gatti coming back, using the left hand.
Yeah, the right hand is definitely hurt. They may have to even stop in the fight. This is what makes boxing so different from all other sports. In any other sport, you could call timeout, substitute another athlete. You can't do it in boxing. The whole team is Gatti.
Arturo wants to throw his right hand and just can't. Micky Ward landed a haymaker shot. Gatti showing great courage as he tries to get Ward off of him with one hand. Straight left hook. 7 left hooks. He mixed in one right hand. Here comes Ward. Crowd on its feet.
This is what they came for.
Huh? My hands. What you want me to do? My right hand. What you want me to do? I gotta keep going. Okay, listen. This is what you gotta do. Use that jab. Keep that jab working. Don't stay inside and take no body shot. Okay? Now listen. Work the jab to his chest. Bring the hook to the body. Okay? But don't stay inside. Alrighty? Okay, come on, baby. Come on, champion.
You heard Gatti say, my hand, my hand. He hit the hip bone, it appeared, of Micky Ward.
Broke it right on the point of Ward's hip.
You know, when something like that happens, it possibly could have been an injury already that just was, which is soft and always into the body, which means the hand could have been hurt before coming into the fight.
How about the courage it takes for Arturo to be throwing right hands at this point?
Unbelievable.
I mean, how do you even let it go?
Emmanuel, do you think that that Ward knows about the right hand?
I really don't know. And even when you have it sometimes, it gets numb. And really, the next day after
There's a cut. There's a
right hand punch from Gatti with his broken hand.
but not with the abandon of the left.
No, he's not really turning all of the power through all the way.
Incidentally, Ward has Al Gavin, one of the greatest to cut men in his corner. He was cutting the all the way. In the opposite corner, should Gatti cut, Joe Souza is right up there on the same level with Gavin. Low blow warning now for Ward.
Never seen before.
A solid straight right. Gatti with a huge left hook. Ward with a left hook. They're trading power shots.
Yep. What happened to the boxing?
He's fighting with one hand.
The one-handed fighter beat you.
Trading body shot.
No, he still does it a lot.
Ward with a right hand.
He comes in and doesn't punch often enough.
Hang it up, guys. Come on.
Al Gavin got the bleeding. One reason you have a great cut man like Gavin is so that the doctor will listen to him when he says the fighter can stay in the fight.
3 straight body punches with his right hand by Gatti. Not big punches, but just to remind Ward that even a one-handed puncher sometimes can shoot bullets with an empty gun.
You know, he's very seldom throwing a right hand to the head, which would be a harder target.
And now Ward momentarily switches to a southpaw stance. We asked Gatti yesterday, what do you think Micky could do to surprise you? He said, well, he could come out and fight in a southpaw stance, but I'm ready for that too. Movement stops. Blood begins to flow from Micky's left eye again. Left hook up here, left hook down there. Gatti using the strategy that Buddy McGirt articulated.
He landed the right hand to the head and hurt his right hand again.
Down goes Arturo on a wide swinging right hand.
I think it was mostly from balance.
The bell sounded and round 6 has come to a close. Micky Ward, who was falling behind on the belly as he leaves the ring.
So far in this series, the fighter who has knocked the other one down has won each fight.
They're standing and trading shots at the center of the ring. This is very good for Ward. Harold, how do you have it so far?
Dan, this is close again. 57-56, 4 rounds to 2. Arturo Thunder Gatti. Jim, I gotta tell you, the extra point in round 6 just made this fight winnable for Micky Ward. And God damn it, you gotta give him an extra point because it was a clean knockdown.
And he hurt Gatti with the right hand. Hurt him badly. And here comes Arturo trying to fight his way off the ropes.
It's turning out to be Ward's right hand against Gatti's left hand. There it is again.
Well, because Gatti has to use the left hand as his only offense, Ward gets more and more chances to counter over it with the right. And he's taking advantage. So Arturo has to keep throwing. And now Arturo's left eye has opened up and begun to bleed. Both fighters bleeding from the left eye.
The Atlantic Ocean outside these doors is turning into the Red Sea.
Look at Arturo firing that broken right hand. Ward waits for him to finish and then stages his own assault. Micky Ward stunned by a left hook.
Left hook.
Can Gatti follow up?
I never thought I would see anything as exciting as the first fight. This is equaling it and maybe more so for power punches.
His seventh round.
Yeah, especially when you consider the drama that one guy fighting with his hand broke.
Reminiscent of the ninth round in the first fight.
There has been nothing like this series in boxing since Bowen Holyfield a decade ago.
This is better. This is better. And no championships involved. And you get more action in the 10 rounds than we normally get in a 15-round fight.
Ward almost seems like he's ready to go.
The most overused word in sports commentary is incredible. This is another incredible fight. Right hand lands flush again. Ward trying to get in just one left hook to the...
Those little short clubbing right hands as Ward gets close to him, which he earlier couldn't.
In the seventh round, with his right hand obviously damaged.
It definitely isn't normal. Great toughness and resilience of these two fighters. Qualities that are every bit as rare as great boxing ability.
Gatti's throwing a lot of right hands now. I think his right hand's probably...
And probably he damages it every time he lands it.
Well, he just landed again and hurt it. This is hurting bad. And the pain is probably going through his entire arm.
Micky Ward only threw 44 punches in the 8th round, landing 13. Arturo Gatti, 24 out of 62. Arturo, as we come to these last two rounds. Every time they get close, Arturo...
In addition to occasional right hand.
Ward firing right hand after right hand, trying to take advantage. Gatti with a hard right to the body. Great stuff from Gatti.
Yeah.
Loosening up with the right hand, throwing it more and more, and able to set up a good left hook there with a right uppercut.
He seems to be spiritually and mentally very much into the fight.
In his 51st fight, Micky Ward is going into what he says will be the last round of his career. In his pocket, he knocked Gatti down in the 6th.
And the final round.
This is the 30th round.
And it's going to be a good round, too.
Of a majestic trilogy. Harold, how do you have it come to the 10th?
Okay, Jim. 7 rounds to 2. 87-83, Arturo Gatti. Jim, I gotta tell you, he hits him and he moves. He's got a lot of room to move in this big ring. He doubles and triples that left jab, just keeps moving, stays on his toes. Micky Ward, the older fighter, can't catch him. Arturo Gatti dominating with his effective aggressiveness and his clean punching.
And the corner of Gatti told him to just box, but the Warrior has taken over, and he's going to fight this round.
It'll be frustrating for Ward if he can't land just one more left hook to the body. One more signature for the long career. But it's a mark of how Arturo Gatti has rebuilt his career and rebuilt himself as a fighter. That after the adversity he faced in this fight, with a damaged right hand and down in the 6th, he has come back to dominate. To start one last rally. And a hard right hand by Ward. Micky Ward's gonna unload the kitchen. Find out everything he's got left.
Gatti is about to go down if he got hit with his middle.
Been the last hurrah of Ward.
Yeah.
When they announced the fight here on the boardwalk, it sold out faster than would any title fight in the sport. The only title they fight for is the memory of their great 3 fights against each other. This is called getting your money's worth. And they rise again in Boardwalk Hall. They're done.
A round of applause for 2 warriors who gave it everything they had in this ring. We now go to the scorecards for the final chapter of the Gatti Ward trilogy. Joseph Pasquale scores it 96-93. George Hill, 96-93. Luis Rivera, 97-92. All for the winner by unanimous decision, Arturo Gatti.